So today I'm doing my first back to school video, which is a high school slash freshman advice video. So before I get started, I just want to say that I'm not a high school professional or anything. I don't think anyone is, honestly, but I'm not a professional at all. And these tips kind of do vary depending on your high school, and my experiences are probably different from your experiences. I'm also going to be a junior next year, so I guess I kind of have a good idea about how high school is and stuff, but I was a freshman before, so I know how you guys feel. With that being said, let's just get started. So my first tip is do not slack off and do not procrastinate, and do not come into freshman year thinking it's going to be easy and that your grades won't count, because for me, I ended up with 4 B's and 2 A's. I am so disappointed in myself. Because I underestimated freshman year, I actually got pretty bad grades, like I said. And so you just want to really try hard and do not slack off, you guys. Don't slack off, because I know my senior year I'm going to look back and my overall GPA is going to suck, and then I'm going to wish that I did freshman year differently. And if you guys are interested, I'll list my classes that I took freshman year all down here. The second tip is kind of more of trying to make friends kind of thing, which is be yourself and be open. Don't try to change yourself in order to be friends with someone. If you have to do that, you're probably not going to be good friends with them anyways. Just be friendly and be open to other people. Freshman year, I went to English class, and then there was this girl sitting in front of me, and I was like, for some reason, I just really wanted to be her friend, so I just introduced myself. And it turns out we had the next period together too. So we became really, really good friends, and we're still really good friends to this day. So just you never know who can be your friend, you know? My third tip is do not be nervous. You can be nervous, because I know I was nervous, but don't be afraid of freshman year, because freshman year is honestly so much fun. Just have fun, and just don't be nervous about it. My fourth tip, I guess, is that friends will change. Your friend groups will most likely change. It might not, you never know. But for me, it did. Well, kind of. My friend groups changed going into high school, so it changed in middle school, I guess. But then so far my friend groups haven't changed. I'm still friends with my friends. But I know a lot of people who have separated and have gone into their own friend groups. And personally, for my high school, everyone's kind of friends with everyone. We don't have cliques, and we don't have the popular group. Everyone's just friends with everyone, and everyone hangs out with everyone. We don't have a group of just cheerleaders hanging out by themselves and the popular kids and the bullies. We don't have that. Everyone just is friends with everyone. Just keep in mind that your friends might change, and you can't really change that. So the best you can do is just move on. My fifth tip is to join clubs. So I've actually joined so many clubs, so don't do that. Just join a select amount of clubs that you actually are super interested in. If you enjoy the club and you enjoy what the club does, then that kind of motivates you to participate more in the club. So my sixth tip is to participate in spirit events. I am a hypocrite saying this, because I did not participate a lot in spirit events, but just do it. It's so much fun after I started doing it twice. But yeah, just do that, and it's just so much fun. My seventh tip is to not, okay, everyone says this, but it is so true, do not stop in the middle of the hallway to talk to your friends or hug your boyfriend or whatever, because it is so annoying. And even as a freshman, I was annoyed, okay? I would be rushing to class, and because I don't know where my classes were as a freshman, so I'm trying to run through every single corner to look for my class, and then I'm running behind this group, and then they stop, and then you have to find a way to get around them, and then if your classroom is not through that hallway, you have to run back. It is just so annoying, and oh my gosh, just don't do it. Just walk to your class. Just keep going, okay? My eighth tip is to push yourself, but don't push yourself too much. This is kind of a high school overall tip, but push yourself to do better classes, but don't push yourself too much. Do AP classes, but don't over stress yourself. I'll list my sophomore year schedule right here. and I only took one AP because that's all that was available to me, but next year I'm taking 3 APs and then probably 4 my senior year. But like I know a friend who took like all of their classes were AP classes, and my friend got like all 5s on every single one. That is freaking amazing. Try to push yourself and aim for those A's, girl. My 10th tip is take advantage, I guess, of your science and your math classes to make friends, because I find that those are the 2 classes that I make the most friends in. Because math, you can make friends because like if you don't get something, then you just ask like the person sitting next to you or behind you, and then you'll like become friends. I don't know why, I just make friends with those 2 classes. And then science, it's easy to make friends because you always have labs to do, so you always have to work together with like your table group, so you can definitely be friends with like your table partners. Those are all the tips I have for you guys. I'm pretty positive I have more, but I can't think of any right now, so I'm just going to go and answer some of your questions. No, freshman year is not hard. Well, actually it kind of is, but it depends on what classes you take. I took like, I guess, mediocre classes. Honestly, just try hard, do your best, and then it's not hard, and don't forget to have fun because it is freshman year. Sophomore year honestly doesn't really get harder, I mean easier. I would say that it's a little bit easier than freshman year. I know a lot of my friends say sophomore year is a lot easier than freshman year, but it honestly depends on what classes you take. And like my grades got significantly better, but I think that's because like I snapped out of my funk about like how easy high school was, and I just worked harder. And yeah, as long as you work hard, honestly, sophomore year is not that bad. Other tip, which is you don't have to don't try that hard to dress up for class. Honestly, nobody really cares because everyone's there to learn anyways, and you shouldn't care either. And like, yeah. Although I've never worn sweatpants to school, but that's only because my parents don't let me. But yes, I am so excited for the first day of school. I'm always excited every year. I can never sleep the day before, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see my classes and who I have classes with, and like, oh, I'm so excited. So my favorite thing about high school is definitely being social. I love talking to people. Like, I'm a introvert. I am an introvert. Like, I know this because like I've taken the quiz, but also because after like a day of socializing, I just want to I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to sit alone at home staring at my computer. But even though I'm an introvert, I love being social to people and just like going to school and seeing your friends every day, and it's just like, I don't know. My least favorite is probably all the tests. I hate tests, like, oh my gosh, I hate tests so much. But yeah. The workload for freshman year isn't actually that bad. Don't worry too much about it, but just don't slack off, don't procrastinate, and you will be golden. You shouldn't not like your subjects because you're the one who chooses them, unless you get switched around because of other schedule changes. But then I would definitely talk to your school counselor. Like, I've only met with my school counselor twice, but I should definitely be going a lot more, but like, I'm really lazy. So if you don't like your teachers, yeah, that's another thing you should talk to your counselor about. For my school, sometimes the counselor will help you change your teachers if you don't like the teacher, like if you heard that they're bad or something. But other times they won't, so then I would just say like, just get down to business in that class, suck up to the teacher, get those extra credit points, ask your friends for help, self-study, like do anything you can. Because I've done it before, and if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Yes, you can definitely travel during winter and spring break. This also kind of depends on your classes because you might have break homework, but honestly, teachers don't usually give too much, so you should be able to vacation. I recommend taking folders. I never ever take notebooks because I just bring the line paper, and then binders I only take because my classes recommend them to me, like they make me buy binders for the class. That's the only reason why I bring binders, but usually I just bring folders. Like, I'll have a what's in my backpack video. I actually had one from last year, but I'm gonna do one tomorrow or something. And I'll show you guys what I carry in my backpack, but I have a different folder for each class, and that's basically how I like organize all my homework and everything. So I definitely recommend taking folders. and not notebooks. My freshman year I actually bought a whiteboard for my locker, and that was kind of fun, but honestly it wasn't essential or anything and no one really wrote on it that much. I would definitely recommend bringing a water bottle because sometimes you have those emergencies where you just run out of water. So I just put a water bottle in my locker, and then yeah. Homework isn't hard to keep up with, honestly. I had a lot of free time in my freshman year. You can definitely just introduce yourself to people. Like if you see a girl or a guy that you really like for some reason want to be friends with them, just go up to them and be like, "Hi, my name is Shirley. What's your name?" And then it's like, "What's like middle school did you come from?" And then, "What class are you going to next?" And then if they have like same class, then like, woo, you can like walk together to class. But if they don't, then be like, "Oh, okay, see you later, it was nice to meet you," or something. And then next time whenever you see them down the hallway, just like wave or say hi, and yeah, that's how I usually make friends. There are kind of like two different sections to my high school, I guess you can say. So for me, obviously, there are no parties with alcohol, but I know there are other people in my school who do have parties with alcohol. So it's not just in movies, it does happen in high school too. I've only been to homecoming with my friends, and that was freshman year, because freshman year after watching all the freshman advice videos, I was like, heck yeah, that I have to go to homecoming, because all the like beauty gurus are saying that dances are so much fun. So I went with my friends and it was so boring. Like, okay, maybe it's just because of my school, because my homecoming was in my gym, and the only like activity there to do was either to dance or take pictures in the photo booth. In the photo booth there was a long line, and then everyone was like grinding, and like it was so crowded and it was so hot that it was just not a good time. So the next year, sophomore year, I was just like, no, I'm not going to homecoming anymore. But I guess it depends on who your date is. If your date likes to have fun, then it's probably going to be fun. But I feel like it would be fun both ways. I guess you do read a lot of classics. Like I was in English honors both years, and freshman year I actually switched out of a lot of classes. The first semester I was with one English class, and the second semester I switched to another one. But we read Of Mice and Men and Romeo and Juliet, and I was actually supposed to read To Kill a Mockingbird too, but I switched out of the class. Like I was in class A, class B was reading To Kill a Mockingbird, and then when I switched to class B, class A was reading To Kill a Mockingbird, so I never got to read it, but I never got quizzed on it, so I was like, okay. That is the end of my freshman advice video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope it helps you guys, and if it doesn't, just message me or tweet me and I'll try to help you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stay tuned for my second back to school video. And actually, I think I'm gonna have a summer lookbook up first before a back to school lookbook. But yeah, have fun in high school. Comment down below when you guys go back to school. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!